We are back once again, only on it is After Hours, only on the After Hours YouTube channel. Now, join me here on the line. These two people here, but beautiful people, are they are shooting a lot of stuff, getting things organized. So while they are ready to celebrate the holidays, they got Adrian around the corner. They got more big projects lined up for 2023, and we're happy to have them on. I give you Porn's newest power couple. I give you Peter Fitzwell and Naomi Foxx. So, ladies
Hi,
and gentlemen, let me ask you a question. How you guys doing? What's on
we're
tap for the next last 2 weeks before AE's, the expo, so that you guys can, I guess, take care of all of this stuff and more.
Yeah,
yeah, we're doing good.
yeah.
Just
It's been a trying couple of weeks for sure. Production basically being shot down. And yeah, it's an unfortunate thing that happens periodically, in the industry. But we'll just like any other time, we'll get through it, and we'll be back to
working no time.
working, shooting like we should be.
I was going to ask about that because you guys do your own, you have your own OnlyFans, your
Yeah,
many vids, your clips, all that stuff. So when this shuts down,
right.
how much does that hurt? Hurt you two financially because all of a sudden now it's like, well, we hired makeup artists, we hired photographers, we had people fly in, and now all of a sudden it's like, oh great, we wasted all this money. It's non-refundable, some of this stuff, and yeah, we're basically out money because somebody tested it positive or something, and we had to now shut down for a bit.
Right. So here, where we are, we have a lot of creators out here, but so that we can film with, so we don't really have to fly anywhere unless we're working in the industry. Like I have to go to LA or Vegas or something like that. Yes, I have to fly. So with that, and I was supposed to be in LA actually this week.
Right now.
That's where I was
Right now.
supposed to be. And I think it was Saturday. My agent there called me and told me not to worry about it, to move it to January because they're shut down out there.
Right.
So the following day, I actually canceled my flight. But with that, we still do have OnlyFans, and we have the many vids and Pornhub
Right.
and all the other platforms.
And we have just, dozens and dozens of
Yeah,
videos that we
we have
haven't
a lot
even
of
released
videos.
yet. So things that we've been shooting over the past 2 or 3 months, and we'll release one a week. So I we're probably good till March. I think is we've got plenty of videos.
Yeah, we got
coming out.
storage.
Yeah. So
Yeah, so we're good financially. Yes,
yeah, we're good.
we're good financially, but like with the industry being closed down, yeah, that takes away some of our financial income for sure.
And
yes.
And the reality of it is we really enjoy our jobs. We really like doing what we do. And the people that we shoot with, they're we actually enjoy them. I actually did get 2 scenes shot this week for Team Skeet, and the first one was with 2 girls, a MILF and a teen that I had already worked with before. So I got to shoot again with them and really enjoyed that. And then the other one was actually a friend we helped get into the industry.
Yeah,
so
was it our first
that was
industry shoot?
I think it was her second industry shoot, but she got to do it with me. So that was fun. That was really good. It was enjoyable.
So let's start with you two here. Like, so how do you guys, pick the people you work with when it's for your own stuff? Because I'm always fascinated. Like, do you look for, is it a certain look? Is it an attitude? Are you looking for somebody who's very professional? Do you like somebody who's more just down to earth? Like, what do you, when we'll start with you, Peter, and then with you, Naomi, like each one, like, what are sort of your turn ons when you're shooting for your own sites?
Well, we basically have 2 different groups to choose from. We have our swinger friends.
Yeah, we're swingers.
Yeah, we're swingers, and there are a ton of our friends that do OnlyFans and stuff. So we have a tremendous amount of very, very hot looking couples that we get to pick from there, and there are definitely some that we vibe with really, really well, and and you'll see those are the ones that the same. Let's say 10 couples are constantly rotating through our OnlyFans, because we have a chemistry with them, and it really, and not only that, but we're genuinely friends and genuinely enjoy each other. So, you know, I mean, even if it's not on camera, we're still playing on the weekends. So, you know, these are people that we, you know, genuinely like to be with, and it shows in our videos. You know, when we shoot with industry people, you know, just for content, then, you know, it's basically a lot of times it's people that we've already shot with and that we also have a chemistry with, but maybe we shot with them the day before and we're just gonna, you know, hang out there and stay there and shoot content with them the next day. Yeah, it's industry people are professionals. I mean, you know, even if the actual chemistry isn't there, you have an on-set chemistry that, you know, you're able to play, you know, off of each other, and it still makes it look great. So, you know, and that's ultimately what you want, is you want to have a great product for the fans.
So all this is going on, as you mentioned, with, you know, we have AE coming up. You have your own stuff you're shooting for. You're balancing, you know, clips. You're balancing, you know, shoots for your own site. It puts a strain on a lot of marriages. You know, forget about just, you know, porn couples, just people in general who both work separate, either in the same fields or, you know, sometimes in just, you know, they both work. There's always that risk of just you're working too hard. Next thing you know, you're missing out on each other. How do you guys basically make it work? Like, how do you guys basically go, okay, you know what, we're gonna find time to do like the simple stuff we all take advantage, you know, take for granted. Like we're gonna, you know, we're setting stuff, you know, time aside for the holidays. We're setting time aside for just it's date night. We're going out. We're gonna have dinner. You know, put the phones down, all that stuff. Like, how do you find time to make it work so that the two of you just almost become strangers?
Well, we have to make time. That's the thing. We make time for each other. Like if I feel like we've been working too much, or we're not like, you know, having our personal intimate time, then I'll say it. I'll let him know, and I'll plan. We'll put aside a date where we're not booking any shoots. We're not collabing with anyone. Like we'll take a weekend. I think we took like 2 weeks a month ago.
Yeah, we left for 2 weeks vacation.
Yeah, just to reconnect.
You know,
so
down in Jamaica, it was beautiful.
Yeah, we went to Jamaica for a week, keto, and then we went.
then we went on a cruise.
Then we went on a cruise for 7 days. So right afterwards.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you have to make that time. Otherwise, you're just gonna, you know, it's just gonna you kind of.
Well, I mean,
have that separation.
Yeah.
You don't want that separation.
No, not at all. I mean, sex is a loving obligation, you know, that we lovingly have with each other. And, you know, I mean, she's absolutely, you know, I would rather have sex with her than anybody else in the world. And, you know, and not only that, but it's our, you know, it's our job, you know, plus it's our hobby that we do with our friends. So we never really want to lose ourselves in all of it. And, you know, I mean, there is a certain amount that we have to carve out for our, you know, our jobs. But, you know, first and foremost, our priority is each other.
Yes.
Always.
All right. So how did you two meet? And what was it about each other that you guys went and decided, all right, we want, you know, Naomi, you said, hey, Peter, I want you to be, you know, with me the rest of my life. Peter, you said, you know what, Naomi, I want you to be my partner for the rest of my life. Like, what was it about the two of you that made each other go, you know what, let's do this. I want to get married. I've fallen in love. You are basically my, you know, my partner, you know, ride or die, as they say.
Yeah. Okay. So how we met first? We actually met at a swingers resort before, but we met there, but we weren't like friends or anything. We literally bumped into each other.
It was just a very casual meeting.
Casual meeting. And then like it was like a year and a half later, I was single. I lived in another city. I lived in Miami. Right. And he lived in Tampa. A year and a half later, my ex and I broke up, and him and his ex broke up. His ex was actually trying to date me. So she was trying to date me, and she was messaging me all the time and saying but I had a lot of guys and girls like messaging me trying to hang out, and most of it I take with like what do you say?
A grain of salt.
A grain of salt. So I, you know, and then I guess she told him I was single because she knew he liked me. I think that was a way of
trying to
getting
get
him
me back was
I don't know, but
terrible idea.
but yeah, but he reached out to me and he was like, I'm so sorry. And, you know, me and my ex broke up, me and my girl broke up too. And I know what you're going through. I'm sorry. And if you ever want to talk or hang out, just let me know. But his ex is already talking to me. So I'm like, oh, you know. So I texted her and I'm like, guess your ex just reached out to me wanting to talk and hang out. And she was like, and I'm like, is that cool? And she's like, yeah, it's fine. So I sent him my number and he called me like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And we were on the phone literally for about 5 hours that day.
It was like
instant.
Yeah. The connection was immediate.
And it was over the phone. So that says a lot, you know. Yeah. But we met like 2 weeks later.
2 weeks later.
He actually surprised me at dinner. I was dinner with some friends of his that had just moved to Miami. I went out to dinner with them because he kind of
I hooked them up together so they could go out to dinner.
And it was a Wednesday night.
It was a Wednesday night. I took 3 days of vacation from work, drove down to Miami just to go to dinner with them.
Just to surprise me at dinner. Yeah. I was sitting there with they seated me like with my back towards the entrance. So
they couldn't see me walk in.
So I was there talking and all of a sudden there was like a bouquet of red roses in front of my face. And I turned around and it was him. And I was just like, I got like all emotional and I just kind of like grabbed him and kissed him. Yeah. And it was from there we were like this. Yeah. And that was 5 years ago.
Yeah, there was no separating us at that point.
Yes. So none. So and then
about a year later.
And we got married a year later, yeah. So he actually asked me to marry him 9 months after we first got together.
Yeah. I mean, I just knew there was, you know, I thought to myself, if I died today, do I have any regrets? And the only thing I could come up with, because I'm always that, you know, I'm not going to be that guy sitting on my deathbed going, man, I wish I would have. I go for everything in life that I want. And, you know, and I've been happily divorced for 18 years
before that
until I met her, and it changed everything about how I viewed stuff. And I was just like, the only thing I would regret in life is not marrying Naomi. So that's what we did.
Yeah. So yeah. And I was like, yeah. And I love that he wasn't like, he's very like, we have good communication, first of all. We talk about every and anything, whether I'm into a guy or a girl, or we talk about everything. Things like normal people would probably not.
They would shy away from, because we never penalize each other for being honest. We want to be open and honest with each other. And sometimes when you do that with people and you don't exactly say what they want to hear, then they get upset and they get angry with you. And, you know, then it starts a fight. And we never want to penalize each other for being open and honest with each other, because that's what we want. Yeah. So instead of that, we will just constructively have a conversation about it. And, you know, and if we agree to disagree, then that's okay. But we never get upset and get onto each other for, you know, being honest with each other, because that's the kind of relationship that we actually want.
Yes. So that open communication and trust, and, you know, just like, even if I go on a shoot, he'll ask me about it. Like, I can tell him every detail.
Oh, yeah, I want to. I get to know by it. It excites me. So.
Yeah, and I asked him about his shoots too. So yeah, yep. we're pretty open like that. We're very good together. We have that relationship where we're like best friends and lovers and partner in crime and everything.
When you know, you know.
Yes.
So.
How tough is it in terms of what you do in, as I said, we mentioned about finding the time, and it's also, you know, about, you know, keeping relationships, keeping it professional. It's still sex, you know, and everybody says, oh, sex is sex and love is love, and then two separate things. To a lot of people, like, no, sex is love. That's how it is. So how do you not, or, you know, make sure that even people in the industry, you know, understand, like, okay, this is a shoot. It's not, you know, we don't, you know, I'm not interested in dating you. I'm not interested in having an affair, because you know what happens. And I'm guessing with Naomi, it happens with you more than with you, Peter, only because most women I know, understand this, but how tough is it sometimes when all of a sudden, you have a new guy or a younger guy and they start looking at you and you're like, oh crap, it's the puppy dog. Look, I've seen that. No, no, I will hold you down. I'm with him. No, 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 no. I don't want to, go back to your room for, let's say, another 1 year for a off camera stuff. Like, how tough is it, telling people like this is business. We, truly love each other.
Right. For me, I've done shoots where the guys are very like it's are very handsy even when we're not filming or whatever. They're very gropey or whatever. It's kind of like, and usually I just walk away. That's my thing.
She handles it very well.
I don't want them to feel like to feel bad,
they just have a green light to do whatever they want.
Yeah, I don't want them to feel like it's okay to grope me or whatever, like like I'm a piece of meat.
Yeah,
I don't want them to feel that. I'm very professional when I'm on set, but I'm not mean either. I really let them down, like just let them know that I'm not, we're not going there. Just keep it professional. Yeah, if you want me to keep you hard, sure, I'll do that. But during the take, during the scene when they cut, if the guy want me to keep him hard, like, just can you like blow me or whatever until I'll do that. I'm fine with that. But don't,
there's certainly a line. There's a line. There's a line you gotta cross.
And I let them know. Yeah. Can't cross that line.
She's very good about.
I'm not gonna feel sit there and feel like a certain way and not do something about it, or say something. Yes. Like, I respect me. Just because we're fucking on camera or whatever, this is our job, doesn't mean you can do whatever.
Yeah. You have to be able to compartmentalize it.
Yeah.
Understand, yes, that it's a job, and this is what we're here to do. And it just, you always have to keep that in mind.
Yes.
And usually, I think it's a little more difficult for the guys sometimes than for the girls. The girls get it. The girls understand. They know. Oh, yeah. I've never had any kind of issue, any kind of problem, whatsoever with any of the girls that I've shot with. Now certainly I like some, more than others, and I vibe with some more than others, and I, even had a little bit of communication with some, after, than others. But it's not a difficult thing to do, in reality. I have the woman that I love, so, and my job just happens to be sex. Yeah. So, but that's what it is. And, we're good at what we do, and it looks great on film, and, afterwards, everybody's
high
great.
Five.
High five. And, and we could even go shoot more afterwards, and collaborate the next day or a week later or a year later. It's fine. But if you cross the line and you ruin that relationship, then you're going to go on a no-go list where she's never going to shoot with you again, and certainly not going to do any collabs with you or anything like that. It winds up ruining something that could be very good, and by crossing the line. The fastest way to mess something up is to cross the line. So you don't do that, and you keep a good professional relationship. And you'll always have people to shoot with.
Yeah, if we become friends and afterwards, but when we're on set, I try to keep it as professional as possible, and so pretty much I let them know.
I was gonna say, finding the talent's the easy part. Now the toughest part is like finding people to do the other stuff, and both you guys know what I'm talking about. Like, you have your own, your own companies, your own, websites, your own sites. So you're trying to find camera people, makeup artists, editors, and it's tough finding people who understand, like even makeup artists in general. And I'm guessing this probably very well. You won't find somebody who knows, okay, how to do your hair right. No, tease it this way, not that way. Make sure it look like this, not too shiny. No, not, cake me with stuff. Like, how tough is it finding the right people to work with who they get it, they understand it, they know what to do, and not, not, you want to sort of explain it over and over again, and they're reliable.
Yeah, well, uh, most of the time when I go on set, the makeup artist usually asks me, unless they already have a certain look that they want for you, they usually ask how I like my makeup, So I've never really had to, or how I like my hair or something like that. So I never really had to deal with that where they do like, maybe if they already have it a look, then yeah, and I don't like it, but I still have to go with it. So you know, but most of the time, yeah, they ask me how I want my hair or my makeup done, and um, uh, most of the makeup artists that I've worked with have been really, really nice, and what do you say?
That they're professional.
Professionals, yeah.
I've only seen her a couple times where I she's sent me a picture, and I look, I think to myself, I was like, well, that girl really doesn't know how to do black girls makeup. So it's only been a couple times, but most of them are pretty professional at what they do,
and they know what they're doing,
and they can cover all of it.
Every skin tone, and I don't like my makeup. I don't like it to be too much. I really do not like a lot of makeup on me. I want to look as natural as possible. I don't want when someone see me like off camera or out and about, they're like, oh, you look nothing like you do on film, I don't want that. So I always try to keep it as light and as natural as possible. So yeah, but I love doing my eyes. So
yeah. But I mean, with like your stuff, like when you guys are shooting your own stuff for your own, for many vids, for OnlyFans, for your own production company, like how tough is it finding those people that you can hire to do all this stuff, and they go, okay, we can do it, and especially in an industry where everybody, there's more, I'm guessing, people shooting stuff, and there is, top line makeup artists, top line, lighting people, editors, all that. Like, how tough is it finding these people who can, I guess, for both you guys, do a great job, and you don't have to basically sort of micromanage them?
You're probably gonna find this funny, but we do our own. I do my own makeup for our sites. He does all the lighting, and
I do the lighting. If she's in the scene, then I'm usually the cameraman. I'm usually the director.
Or we always have other people around that we show them how to use the camera, and stuff like that. So
we apply most of what we've learned on set, in shooting our own videos. We do it very much the same style. So it's we try to teach the other people that we shoot with that maybe they're only doing OnlyFans and they're just filming sex scenes and that's it. When they come over and shoot with us, we're introducing the storyline to them, and showing them the B-roll and and doing all the little things that actually it captures the audience and brings them into the story, and creates the fantasy for them, and draws the mental picture so they can now think of this whole as not just two people having sex, but it's a mother and a stepson, sneaking off to do some taboo stuff. So, and then, afterwards, I will edit the majority of our videos. Sometimes if I get behind, I've got a guy that I'll use, he does them very reasonable. So, but for the most part, we do most of it all ourselves.
So we come up with like a script and everything. So
and that's actually far more challenging part of the whole thing is really just coming up with an idea, an original script that you haven't done on set. Because I'm not really, trying to steal somebody's set. When Forbidden Fruit Productions 9 or 10 years ago did the stuck in the washing machine, video, that was like the last original thing that I've seen in years. It's always rehashing the same things over and over and over. Because there's only so many ideas out there, but you got to find some little way to make it fresh and to make it, to make it good. And, so they're not looking at it going, this is the same old storyline that we see all the time.
Yeah, we try to put our own little twist on everything. So yeah, We do all our production, directing, lighting, all that stuff.
So,
Yeah. So
So
if you
last
see,
question, we have to let you go because I know we're pressed for time here. What are the goals or I guess the bucket list plans for 2023? Because we're basically almost, the holidays are upon us. AE or the Avian Expo is coming up soon, but the Avian Awards. So for you two, like, what do you guys want to get done, or what do you want to shoot, or what do you even want to, I guess, start working on for the new year?
before the New Year's, for me, I think I want us to focus more on, well, for both of us, we want to focus more on our business.
our own brand.
Yeah, building our brand. That's our goal for the New Year's,
Right.
So just building our brand.
Right. We're gonna probably do a little more shooting out in LA.
Yeah.
We hit it, or Naomi hit it only a couple times sparingly last year. The only time I was out there was for the XBiz Awards. Next year, I'm going to spend a little more time, with her shooting out in LA, and in Vegas. So,
we want to branch out more.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. That's going to be interesting. That's going to be a fun new challenge for us. But other than that, we want to, as Naomi said, really continue, focusing and, on our own brand. We're still gonna, we're absolutely still gonna be, doing our mainstream shoots in Miami, so
LA,
and LA and
wherever.
But we're gonna step up our own production. We're gonna step up our own shoots and and shoot a lot more content, story based, with really good quality actors and just and have fun. We really, because I mean, it's a job, but it's not really work if you're having fun at it, and you're enjoying it, and we really enjoy what we do, and and it shows. It's it shows in our videos. So that's we just want to have fun, enjoy life.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, we are proud to have on the show. I give you, it is, as I said, one of Porn's newest power couples here. I gotta check them out. They're all over the place. I give you once again, it is none other than Naomi Foxx and Peter Fitzwell. And before I let you two go, where can fans check you guys out at? Where is, for each of you, the Twitter page, Instagram, where's the website, OnlyFans, many vids? Where can fans hit you two up at?
Yeah, so Minivids, he has Peter Fitzwell.
Peter_Fitzwell 14.
And for Minivids, for me, it's Naomi Foxxx, of course. And so
you can get all if you'll go to our
NaomiFoxx.com
or PeterFitzwell.com, that'll take you straight to our OnlyFans page. My Twitter is at the Lucky Stepdad.
And mine, I am Naomi Foxxx. And my Instagram is I am _Naomi Foxxx. And and that's pretty much it. We have
covers the important stuff. Yeah,
we have X videos. Like you probably will find us anywhere, and it's usually our name. So yes,
pretty much everywhere you look. If you Google our names, you're gonna find us for sure. We've done a lot in the last year. I'm glad to be doing it.
Naomi Foxxx and Peter Fitzwell, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, always on a pleasure having on the show. We come back. Stay tuned for more great interviews coming up here only on It Is After Hours, only on the After Hours YouTube channel.
Thank you.